Hello Pisces, and welcome to your week ahead reading for the week of May 22nd. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you're interested in a personal reading or my Patreon page, just check out the link box below for links to that. All right, let's go ahead and begin right away. The Cow and the Empress is just kind of popping out to me as far as these cards that I've already pulled and laid out. And I feel like there is an overall message of fertility and growth and abundance coming in this week. So you're going to experience kind of a bump in that. And it feels like it's simultaneously temporary, but also sort of a connection of what is to come. So you're going to feel a bump, a rise in these things, and this fertility or this abundance, and it's going to be just a bit of a blip in the week, but it's also a message of something that has potential being more permanent in the future. For some of you, for good many of you, this is money oriented. This is economic oriented. I feel like there are quite a few of you who may have been participating in work abundance, as far as like creating a job for yourself or creating a business or participating in things that are moving you towards creating your own business. And so you're going to get that kind of bump where you feel like, oh, this does make sense. This is coming together. This is actually what I'm supposed to be doing. A sense of validation because of that abundance bump that you'll get this week. There is a few of you that have been trying to get pregnant, and this is basically letting you know that this is the week for that. So do what you need to do to participate in those activities. And there's a select tiny of you, there's a few of you who this is basically saying that you are going to get that information of actually finally being pregnant, and you've been kind of working towards this for a while, and this week you're finally it's gonna come together for you. So however that all applies to you, this is a generalized reading, so take what applies and leaves the rest. But let's go ahead and dive in and try to see if we can get a deeper message per card. The Cow is coming through again, that concept of fertility, that concept of abundance. This has to do with wealth, but wealth is defined differently by different people, but there is definitely a sense of wealth. I feel like this is wealth that is being built after experiencing a dry spell. So however that applies to your particular situation, take it. But I do feel like this imagery is coming through, and that there was a dry spell. There was a time where things were getting bleached by the sun, so to speak. There was a lot of exposure, but it wasn't good. It wasn't productive. It wasn't allowing you to grow. It wasn't allowing the thing to grow, whatever it is that you are working on. But recently, again, things have kind of fallen into place, and you may not have been aware of the things falling into place. But this particular week, you're going to see things sprouting from whatever work you have been doing recently. Finally, things have taken root, and you're going to see things blossoming or coming up through, breaking through. And again, this is just a bump. It's not the whole picture, but it's going to be encouraging as a result of it. The Empress card is coming in strong with that pregnancy vibe that I was connecting with. So the Cow card is coming through with abundance, and that can be applicable to any of the elements that I already spoke about when I started. The Empress card is coming through really strong with pregnancy vibes, not just fertility, but pregnancy vibes. So things beginning to grow deep within, that in the future is going to birth something big, birth something permanent, birth something that is going to be dynamic. So as a whole, this particular week is full of abundance, full of the capacity for pregnancy, and also that idea of how this is just a bump in the overall schedule. This is the beginning. The abundance is going to grow, and eventually you're going to birth something as a result of it. But there is a time frame or a time factor with this. Just think of gestation period to clarify that a little bit better. The Knight of Bones is letting me know that there is still some things that you have to prepare for. There's still things that you have to work towards. There's still things that you have to give some thought to lay the groundwork and to continue. So you know, from a business perspective, even though you might see that uptick or that bump in abundance, and it might validate you as far as all the work that you have done, it doesn't mean that suddenly you don't have to do anything to assist that flow of income or assist that flow of attention that your business or your entrepreneurship has garnered. You still have to participate in little ways to continue, from a perspective or the analogy of pregnant, whether that applies literally or metaphorically. There are still things that you have to do to take care of yourself so that you can really assist during the gestation period. Again, however that applies. But the Nine of Bones is letting me know that there's still some work that you need to participate in to see this come to full fruition, to take you through the gestation period to the other side, whatever the other side may be for you. All right, that is all I have for you, Pisces. I hope this has all made a lot of sense to you regarding where you're at in your life and how this applies from the sense of abundance and pregnancies. And hopefully it ends up being a wonderful week for you, and we'll see you in a future video.